What's up, guys? Happy Saturday. It's episode 246. Welcome back to the show. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Welcome back to the show. Hi, it's Jacqueline. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. I'm here 7 days a week. And if you want to support the show and get access to my Patreon content, head over to patreon.com/TJMS and go check it out. I completely failed and forgot to shout out my patrons on Friday's episode, so here we go. We got, without further ado, these are my patrons, and I want to start the episode out. I want to start this. It's Q&A number 30 today, I think. Yeah, number 30. Before I jump into the questions, I want to shout them out. So we've got Ricky Jensen, Trevor Garrett, Eagle One, Ozzy Osbourne, Chris O'Hearn, Richie Rich, and Bronson Bloom. Thank you guys for your support. Sorry I missed you yesterday. There you go. There's your weekly shout out. That's what you get when you sign up as a patron, by the way. I shout you out once a week. I don't know. I used to listen to a podcast. Actually, one of my favorite, top 3 favorite podcasts of all time, Coffee with Rachel. I used to listen to their podcast, and they would shout out their Patreon members' names. I think after every show. So I don't know. I was like, I liked hearing. I don't know. It was cool. Anyways, that's where I got the idea. Okay, wow. Patreon.com/TJMS. There's my plug. Go check it out. Let's do the Q&A. It's the morning, and I'm still kind of waking up. I'm drinking a coffee. I got a big tall glass of water next to me. I just took Jimmy outside for a walk. Now, I have to update before I answer questions. I have to update my update you again. Yesterday's episode was rough because I was sick and I did it in bed. And I woke up feeling better. I'm not 100%, but it didn't get worse. Like I was scared I was gonna wake up and it would be like 10 times worse. But I feel okay. I feel like it's got a little better. But it's gonna be a chill Q&A. I'm not taking questions from Instagram. I'm taking questions from Google. I'm doing the random question generator again. So I'm using a little robot here to get question ideas from. And then I'm on a website here called Brightful, and this is a list of like ridiculous questions I can reference. So I don't know, I just want to wake up and like get in a good mood and answer interesting questions and, you know, drink coffee and wake up with you guys. So here we go. Okay, whoa. I had a little second guessing mindset or fucking okay. Jesus. I was second guessing in my head just now the intro in my Patreon and how much I feel like that Patreon shout out plug part was such a shit show, like, or it went on too long. I don't know. And it was kind of flat. Like, sorry, I said your names, that's what you pay for. I mean, I literally say your names once a week, and that's why you sign up. So there you go. All right. Let's just answer the first question here. Okay, literally, this is weird. The first question is, when was the last time you walked for more than an hour? I just said I went on a walk, so this is funny. I didn't go. I feel like 2 days ago. Yeah, 2 days ago I walked for more than an hour. I think I had like 15K steps on Wednesday or some shit. I try to hit 10,000 a day, but sometimes I go over. Sometimes I'm way under. Like yesterday, I don't think I walked 5,000 steps. I was fucking horizontal and feeling like shit. Next question. Jesus, and you know what? Here's the thing. When I do these Q&As typically, and by the way, if you're new, my podcast is live every day. What am I saying? I podcast 7 days a week, and once a week on Saturday, I do the little question box on Instagram, so you guys send me questions. So it's like more personal, and you guys have like questions relating to the shit I talk about on the show, and I feel like it's a better style, or it's like better than just poking a button and getting random questions. But you know what? Whatever. I feel like next week we'll do it. This week we'll not. We won't do it. And I am in a bad place. Like, I feel better, but I'm not mentally, like, I don't know. How am I doing? How's this episode? Should I I swear to God, I get in every time I podcast, like the first 5 minutes, after I hit about 5 minutes, I'm like, okay, delete it, restart, redo it. I feel like that thought happens like every single episode. I always hate the intro. I don't know. I don't feel like I'm okay. Just fucking answer questions, Jacqueline. Jesus. Do you like that ASMR? That's water. This is coffee. It's kind of melted or like lukewarm because the ice melted, but it's still good. Anyways, all right, next question. What do you think existed before the universe was created? I don't fucking know. I don't want to disassociate. I don't want to have an existential crisis right now. I don't want to disassociate. What are these terms I'm learning on TikTok? Like people. Anyways, it's too big of a question for fucking 8 a.m. Next. Like, what do I think existed before the universe was created? Like, I literally don't even know where to start. And one of my favorite new ideas or new concepts or whatever is something that I think Elon said it, or I don't know, some cool person said it out there, some fucking nerd, and I think it was him. He said we don't even know what questions to ask. Like, we don't have enough of an understanding to even like, because it's all about asking the right questions to find the right answers or whatever. Like, you have to have it all starts with a question, right? But I feel like our comprehension of what's happening here on this planet and this whole universe or whatever is so small compared to, like, we really have no, like, we have all these, you know, theories going on about it, but he said something like, yeah, we don't even know, like, we don't even have the right questions. We don't even know what questions to ask. Like, and that's where I feel like, oh, okay, anyways. Does that make sense? I feel like when I heard it, I was like, damn, that's deep. Like, we're asking the most, like, really tiny questions compared to the big, like, questions we could be asking. But in order to get to those questions, we have to answer or we have to, like, I don't know, find out more and more and more year after year after year. And then eventually, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't want to spiral about the universe and why we're here and it's too early. I don't give a shit. Like, I do, but I don't. All right. When was the last time that things got a little too real? 3 p.m. yesterday when I felt like shit. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, I'm like, I feel nauseous. I'm sick. I'm not going to talk about it. We're not going to manifest. I'm literally going to make myself more sick by talking about it. I feel okay. I'm mentally clear, but, like, I still feel like shit. My physical body still kind of feels like achy. Okay, anyways, nobody likes to hear people talk about being sick. Okay, Jacqueline, when was the last time things got a little too real? I'm going to say that over the holidays, I had one of the most intense conversations with family, like where some truth bombs were being dropped and some personal like it got personal, it got real. And I feel like that was the last time I felt, and I'm just being honest, like I feel like everyone, I mean, my family fights and we like everything's good, like we fight it out in a healthy way, if that makes sense. Like we don't like we always come back together, we're always like good afterwards, but it was necessary to get the shit out. And I feel like that's when it got really the last time it got too real was like December. That was a rough little patch for a few days there, but necessary. And I feel like your family, like when they call you out on your bullshit, or when you like, everyone in my family holds each other accountable, and we know each other better. Like we know each other so well, so I feel like it's healthy to fight sometimes, because I don't know. So yeah. And none of us are too easily offended. I feel like I feel like some of us are stubborn, but like we all, anyways, you get it. December is the answer to that question. If everything in your house had to be one color, what color would you choose? White, 100%. Like white, because it doesn't hurt your eyes to look at white. That's why I like white couches, I like white walls, I like I don't know, that's just like realistically I could deal with white everywhere. Black would be kind of cool though. I'm going on the polar opposite spectrum of color right now, but like, I mean, I couldn't do like a yellow, or blue would be soothing. I don't know, I'm gonna go white. What animal best represents your personality? Golden retriever. Next question. Like, isn't that obvious? I feel like I'm my dog. I am my dog. Like, I have a golden retriever puppy. I feel like when they say, oh, people look like their dogs or they match their dogs or whatever, like here's why I say that. I feel like my, not today, bitch, but like typically I'm just like a very, how do I say it? I'm a very like happy, like positive person. I just like being I don't know, I have I'm like a highly I'm very positive and optimistic, and just like spunky and like giddy, and I like to have fun in this life, and I don't take things too seriously. And I feel like I'm not like what's like a more like a cat who's like more like moody and just like mysterious, and like I don't know how to be at this point. I'm sharing everything every day on my podcast. Like I don't know how to be mysterious anymore. I do no, I feel like, you know, you hear a lot about me on the show, but there's some mystery still there. I feel like there's stuff, a lot of stuff no one knows. That's what's cool, is like I have little pockets of my life that I keep to myself, and that no one, like it's like intimate relationships only, if you know what I mean. Like I don't disclose everything on here, but I guess, yeah, what was I saying? Oh, I'm not like a cat, like a mysterious, like moody cat. Overall, yeah, I try to, and I'm just saying, like when I've been that's how I guess act, like how other people perceive me would be what I just said, like golden retriever puppy. Like I don't know, I treat everyone like I want to be best friends with them. That's my new thing too, like to get over, I kind of have social anxiety now because of COVID. It's a bunch of bullshit. I don't get it. It's like it just like happened. Like I was at Trader Joe's, I think I told you guys the other day, and I was so shy with my checker, and I know they have to, I think they're trained at Trader Joe's to flirt with you. I heard that. And this guy was so charismatic, and I was being so shy, and I was like, I don't even know how to act. But typically I can roll with that. I can play with that. I can have fun with that. I can bounce things back. And I don't know what it was, but I couldn't, I feel like, anyways, just Jacqueline, go to the next question. Does that make sense? Okay. What was my animal? What animal like represents my personality, I would say what did I say? A dog, a golden retriever. Okay. What did you do? Next question. What did you do last summer? For real? You want to know what I did last summer? Um, I'm just gonna say summer was July, because in my brain July is summer. I don't know why. Like July, August. Well, June, July, August. I got my hair done in June for the first time. So after like the shutdown, all the salons closed, I finally got my hair done, and that made me feel so much better because I would say I was still fucking depressed at this time. Like I was still super, like, this was my depression era. This is like I was so lost and so sad, and so I was, that was like, so my life story, if you're new to the show, is like, hey, look, 2020, lost my job, shit got shut down, moved to a new apartment in a new area I'm not familiar with. I wanted to move here because of the action and the young people and the night scene here, and like it's like a fun part of the city where I live, and everything's shut down, of course. And I don't know, I didn't do well with persevering and like being a champion about COVID and lock and quarantine. Like I really wasn't, and I thought I was I feel like, honestly, when I've reflected a lot about those few months of being really low. Looking back, I feel like I was just making so many dumb stories in my head all day long, and I would like make excuses for about bullshit, or like, I don't know, I was literally just like consciously, I don't even know. So whatever. So that happened, and then July, my family visited me and literally called me out, and they were like, you're a mess, like you need fucking help. So I was like, I know, and you're right, and let's do it. So I got hooked up with some therapy, and yeah, and now I feel like so yeah, since like August I've been totally killing it mentally. Like I'm out of I don't know her, like I literally just like I feel so evolved from that now, and I've learned so many good lessons about myself, and I have new tools, and I don't know. So last summer I was, yeah, kind of down, got my hair done. So that made me feel better, cause I had blonde hair, and during COVID it grew out like 6 inches, and it was disgusting. Like I had literally had like my hair was like half brown, half blonde. Anyways, so yeah, and I just like went to the beach a lot. I got super sunburned. I don't know. It was a chill summer. I didn't go anywhere or do anything really. So yeah, next question. What's your favorite way to waste time? My favorite way to waste time lately is TikTok. And it's one of those things where I look forward to it. Like when I curl up and I spoon my pillow in bed, like some nights I go on TikTok before bed and I just accept that. I'm like, I'm going to do it. I don't give a fuck. I look forward to it. I'm like, I can't wait to curl up with my phone 10 inches from my face and like I'm going to get entertained, and it's going to be so fun, and I'm going to laugh, and it's going to be just the funnest time of my day. Like sometimes it's like that. And that's why I mean, when they're talking about, eventually the virtual world will be more exciting than the real world. I mean, I get it. I mean, just look at me in TikTok. Like it's like I'm escaping my reality, and it's more fun sometimes. And that's I'm being a little dramatic about that, but like, the question isn't that deep. Jacqueline just fucking answered with TikTok. What my favorite way to waste time would be TikTok. If I'm really into a series, obviously on Netflix, like just watching episode after episode, which is a rare occasion. Like I probably watch 2 Netflix shows a year, if that. I think the last one was Ozark, and then I don't know. So I like wasting time with TV and TikTok, and what's like a non-digital way of wasting time? I don't feel like anything's really a waste of time. Yeah? Should we make this deep? Yeah? Should we make this like a philosophical fucking conversation now, Jacqueline? Like, look, I'm not afraid to get philosophical as fuck about shit on a Saturday morning, and let's talk about it. I feel like nothing is a waste of time. How could I elaborate on that? Well, actually, yeah, a lot of shit's a waste of time. Like waiting for someone to start a meeting after like an hour, and you're like, this was supposed to start an hour ago, and you're like, I'm just sitting there twiddling my thumbs, you know? Like, I feel like that's a waste of time. That kind of stuff's a waste of time. But okay, next question. Okay. What has been the best period of your life so far? Ooh. I could go about this many ways. I feel like, and I say it, I talk about it all the time on the show, like, there's nothing like my childhood. There's nothing like it. I had a movie. My childhood was a movie. And I think I can look back on it now and I have like a different appreciation for it and a different like love for my childhood than I think I did at the time when I just wanted to be a grown up and I wanted to be, you know, older and like I wanted to be independent and drive and go to college and move out of the house. And you know, at the time though, like when I say it was a movie, it's because like I literally grew up where there were open fields, farmland, animals, like we could ride on four-wheelers and play in the hay bales and like ride our bikes everywhere, and it was simple and like I don't know, and just like the dumb shit we would do, like climb trees and dig holes. Like my brother and I dug a fucking bunker one time and it was so deep and we like made it a fort and that was the coolest shit ever. Or like anyways, I could go on and on, like camping and shit. I just had a really great I feel like childhood was probably one of the sweetest periods of my life. But like now that I'm on my own, so like a different period, well, a period of me being on my own that I've loved, or like the best one. I would say while it was so terrible, it was also amazing. Like the first year I moved to San Diego, when it was good, it was probably the best time of my life. And then honestly, like since I started podcasting, I feel different. Like I feel like I'm more I finally feel at home with myself. I finally feel like I know myself well. Like I say this all the time. When you talk on a microphone 7 days a week and you discuss your life and your dreams and your, you know, your issues and your insecurities, and you tell your life story, and then you talk about your opinions, which is something I do all the time, and you talk about your perspectives on the world and what's going on. It's like your soul's speaking and you're getting closer to your soul, and you're it's like helping me solidify who I am doing this show. And I feel like I've never liked myself more, and I've never been more comfortable in my skin. And so I feel like this period of my life is my favorite because of that. And I'm just going to end the question there. I could, you know me, I could answer a question I could do one question an hour. I need more water. Is suffering, wait, hold on. I think this is going to be like the last question from this generator, then I'm going to answer fun questions. Is suffering a necessary part of the human condition? What would people who never suffered be like? Boring as fuck. I'm sorry. Okay. So, yes, I think it's necessary. Like, how do I explain this? Like, if you've never, how do I say this? I think you need the lows to have the highs or whatever, and to like, I don't know what, it builds, so when you're suffering builds character, you learn your lessons about life during suffering, you, learn how to be more resilient and more strong and like and courageous through suffering and all the good things that I think a human being needs to have in their their personality or their core of who they are. Like I feel like it's very it's because it's suffering sets you up for life. Like it helps you get through shit and like I don't know how to explain. You get it. Okay. But what was the question? What would people who never suffered be like? So I do know people who they've really never had like trauma, or they've really never had an ugly phase. They've never had an awkward phase. No. Yeah, you sometimes come across people, and this is starting to show itself now that I'm in my 20s, and I'm meeting like adults and people my age who we all come from different walks of life. Well, what's starting to show is that there are people out there who literally grew up, everything was good, they had a sweet life, they didn't really have they didn't experience any form of abuse, verbal, physical, any kind of issues with that. They never had extreme family drama, or like it was just like everything was really peachy for them, and they kind of got everything. They've always had like it easy, or like mentally easy. Like they've never really had shit and struggled, and they've never had they've never really suffered. And so sometimes when you meet those people, they're just like they're hard. You can't really relate to them because they're just like they kind of just like brush everything off. Like, I don't get it. Like, why are you just like, it's okay. Like, why are you upset? Like, or like just snap out of it. It's not, they just can't, they can't really relate to you because they've always had it easy. And they're kind of, honestly, most of these people are obnoxiously positive and annoying because of it. It's like, that's not life. Like, I can't they're in outer space with their happy, snappy positivity, and it doesn't feel real. They don't feel like a real, because I don't know, good for them, that's cool, but I don't know, it's just like a different, it's not, I don't feel like it's worse or better. I just feel like it is what it is, and some people get that card handed or dealt to them in life, and some people don't. I definitely wasn't one of those people. I have had so many periods of suffering, and I've had a traumatic life. Like, I haven't, clearly, like, there's something happening, Jacqueline. Like, I need to figure out some root issues, I think, about, like, why. I don't think it's that deep, but sometimes I second guess, like, Jacqueline, why do you have to share your life story and talk on a podcast every day? Like, why do you need attention? And then I don't even feel like it's that deep, where I don't even think it is that. I literally just like, I like words. I like conversation. I like thinking. I'm creative. I like getting my thoughts out of my body and purging them every day, and it feels good. Like, it's kind of like a workout. Like, I would what's the word? Associate? No. Attribute? Fuck. I don't know. I would compare what I'm doing here to physical exercise. It's mental exercise. So I don't think it's that deep. Like, oh, she needs to be seen and heard, and she needs to be in the spotlight, and she needs attention from people. Like, when I'm putting my best foot forward every day and doing my and like doing my passion, and I'm contributing to this society with, in a positive way, which I believe is what I'm doing here on the podcast. Like, I feel good about myself. I feel more productive. I feel happier about life. I feel more fulfilled in my purpose. And so, what was I saying? Oh, yes, I've had a lot of trauma and suffering, and I get on the show and I'm like, here I am talking every day, but I don't even think it's that deep, because and again, I feel like I have a lot of learning to do, and I'm curious about myself, right? So I have years to find, I have like years of life ahead of me to understand this stuff, but there are areas in my life, I think there are areas in my life I need to work on, or behaviors that I think are the result of the trauma, but um, I'm not quite aware as to what those are. And I feel like, you know what? Here's the thing. For the most part, I don't live in the past. I don't think about it. I'm not attached to my story, man. I'm not attached to my childhood and some of the shit that I went through in like high school and like I don't think about it. And so it's like, well, maybe what's happening is your body's conscious of, it's still like you're holding something in your body that I don't know. There's so many like spiritual people out there talking about how like there's like matter in your body that remembers the trauma and you're not even aware of it. It's just like it's there. And so there's all these ways to release it. And that's why people, like when you do yoga and you do hip openers, people cry because a lot of people hold trauma in their hips. And anyways, yeah, I just try to stay in the moment and learn from the past. I've like learned lessons. I've lived life. I've suffered, and I feel like I'm better off for it. End of story. I don't need to keep going on this question for an hour, but yeah. Sometimes I'm like over analyzing and over diving. Like if some things just don't need to be psychoanalyzed, and I think a lot of times now because of Instagram, we get new ideas thrown in our faces about like therapy speak and terms and language and phrases, and you're like and then you start making that make sense for your life, and it's just like you were fine before you read all this shit, and now you're a mess. It's like, well, that triggered you, and then that's an unhealed thing, and then you're like, well, then I need to go to a therapist now. And it's like, dude, your mind was fine before that. You were okay. Like, what the fuck? I don't want to like seek out shit that triggers me. It's like I don't know. So okay, next question. Jesus, I need more water. I don't want to do this one because I'm going to get on a veganism tangent. How conscious do you think animals are? Next, what does the opposite sex do that you wish that you could do, but it's not automatically feasible, or it's socially frowned upon? P standing up. No. What does the opposite sex do that I wish I could do? Oh, 100%. Just like wake up, shower, just like rub your hair a little bit, throw on some deodorant, put on an outfit, walk out the door. Like I feel like guys get ready so quick. Like, their maintenance is so much less than women, and I feel like that would be kind of nice. Just like, you don't have to wax, you don't have to shave, you don't have to like spend 30 minutes curling your hair and your makeup for another 30 minutes, and it's like a different lifestyle. And sometimes I'm like, that'd be nice. And I roll like that most days, like no makeup, messy bun, just sweats. Like I've kind of learned that it doesn't, like, in order for me to like myself a lot, I don't have to get done up all the time, and like I don't have to wear makeup every day and do my hair and like wear a super cute outfit every day to like feel good about myself. And I really struggled with that during COVID and during 2020, because I was like, I wasn't like, all of a sudden I'm not wearing my cute outfits in my closet and going places and being seen in them. I'm like, well, okay, like what am I saying? I got comfortable in my like scrub look, with my scrub look, to the point where I started not liking myself with makeup on. I was like, I'm not used to seeing myself with makeup anymore. And then when I wear it, I'm like, I don't like that. I don't like looking super done up. And anyways, why am I saying this? Oh, but that's something that I feel like I like figured out last year. Yeah, I like myself bare. Like, I don't look in the mirror and go, oh, I need to wear makeup today, or oh, I don't like this, or you know, which is I feel like a big deal because I used to sell to myself every day that in order for me to feel like productive and happy and like good, I have to spend an hour getting ready. And it's like, you know, I don't have to. It's nice. Like, and I'll be honest, yes, when I do it, I do feel different. I feel more, I don't know, I just feel different. It's not like a better feeling. It's just like oh, like I want to go I want to go out in public and I want to be seen because I feel good about myself. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're like inspired to, you're more excited to like go out places when you're done up. So like that's probably the difference. But I'm not mentally like, oh, I like myself more because I have mascara on today. Anyways, so what does the opposite sex do that you wish you could do but it's not? So yeah, just like their fucking hygiene routines are so basic compared to ours. And what else do they do? I feel like I could have fun with this. I don't know, guys get away with a lot. I think guys can get away with a lot, and it's because women let them. It's dude. I gotta find this screenshot. I screenshotted something that was so fucking on point one time. Where's my 7 Plus, bitch? Where's my old phone? Where is it? Oh no. It was like, men aren't trash, women are, because of the shit we get. We literally. Okay, it's a one way of looking at it. This is like one way of looking at things. That's part of the pile of things. So it's not like this is what it is, but I think the quote was like one of my favorite people I follow is like a no bullshitter. She's just like, I love her so much. And I honestly, I'm like, we need to be, I know we're like sort of internet acquaintances, but anyways, I think she did a screenshot in the mirror or a selfie in the mirror. And she's like men aren't trash, women are, because we let them get away with so much, or something like that. Like, we've allowed men to get away with so much shit over time that, like, we've enabled so many terrible behaviors and toxic behaviors out of men that it's kind of like it's a dance, it's a tango, it's a two-way street. I don't think it's like it's like when I go on about how I can't stand all this. I just don't like all this like toxic masculinity or like whatever, like man hate on the internet. It irks me because, yeah, I don't think it's, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of true though. Like, we definitely let a lot of shit slide, and that's where I think things went wrong with this generation, is just like women not having a fucking backbone. I'm sorry. And just like, and now I feel like it's gone to the extremes where our backbone is turning us into men. Like, we're so disgusted that men have by men now, to the point where we're like anti the patriarchy, anti men, like, we're just like, I don't know. I feel like instead of, over time, if we just set up better boundaries and put our foot down more and had a little stronger, I don't know, we stood up to men a little more, I think it wouldn't have I don't know. Does that, okay, cool. Next question. Where's the last place you'd ever go? Oh. Like, I would be at my mom's house, I feel like. I can't think of anywhere else I'd rather be. If I had my last day, like, where would I go? Yeah. But, like, traveling wise, I don't know. I don't like this question. I hate thinking about death. I'm not at peace with it. I feel like that's one of the things that I've been learning on TikTok. Like, once you make peace with death, you become free, and like, you can, like, I don't know. Like, it's a mental shift. Once you have it, and you're super at peace with it, your life kind of, I don't know, gets more, free, and your mind, I don't know. I'm just not there. It freaks me out. How replaceable are you? Bitch, I am not replaceable. Let's be honest. I'm one of a kind. There's no one like me. I cannot be replaced. And that's it. So, sorry to all my exes. Good luck finding another me, because it's not going to happen. I do feel like that, though. I think I have. I'm just saying it like it is. I'm not trying to be cocky or full of shit right now, but I feel like I have I have a unique combination of qualities that, they're unique. Like, I don't know how to say it. Like, I'm not I'm not your average Jacqueline. I'm not your average. Like, I don't know what I mean by that. I mean, I could elaborate on all those qualities, but I feel like I'm one of those women ladies who kind of, I can do it all, kind of. Like, I don't know, like every little area, I'm like, I'm like good in every lane. Like, pick a lane, I can run in it. I can do it. Like, oh my god, I'm gonna do it, guys. I'm gonna list my qualities, and this is gonna be a shit. I'm gonna do it. I don't give a fuck. This might sound self-indulgent, narcissistic. I don't care. I'm just gonna say it. This is gonna be a mental health practice or reflection time, or what do you call it? I need to do some, like, I am statements right now, and I should, like, get a mirror in front of me. Like, look, I definitely have the hot, smart, and funny thing. Hot is subjective. I guess it's all subjective. This is okay, whatever. Like, I can hold a conversation. I'm a deep thinker. I can do all the, like, cooking, cleaning, housewife shit, like, amazingly. I've done it before, so I can do it again. No, I haven't been married. It's a long story. Go listen to past episodes. I'm athletic. I'm fit. Yeah, I'm healthy. I'm vital. I have good skin. I have good manners. I have great etiquette. Oh, I can talk to anyone. I can literally have a conversation with anyone. I'm, like, definitely a leading lady in the group. Like, I'm the one, like, literally, I feel like at one point in my life, I was just there to make the man look good, but I didn't give a fuck. I was like, I like doing that. I'm good at that. I can chum a room. I can look cute, and I can make people I can help. Like, I literally help people have a good time when I'm in the room, because here's what I did the other day. I did this on a meeting, and I literally, what I do, well, maybe I shouldn't talk about work, okay, but I literally just called out the elephant in the room. I called out the awkward Zoom small talk that we were all doing. I called it out, and I said, look, I don't like this. This is uncomfortable. This is awkward. We all know it. Like, I literally say shit like that to let everyone just, like, I helped everyone relax a little bit. And I like being that role in groups. Like, I'm not the shy one who's, like, afraid of saying, or I'm bold. I'm very, like, I can be bold, but it's like lighthearted. It's not rude or obnoxious. Like, I have fun about it. What else am I good at? What did I say? Hot, smart, funny. Have you guys seen that Matrix? Oh my gosh, what is it called? The crazy hot Matrix. Oh my gosh, I have to look this up. Do you guys know about the crazy hot Matrix? Crazy hot Matrix. There's a video on YouTube that is so fucking, yeah. Every guy listening right now, or girl, honestly, everyone, Go Google or go on YouTube and type in the crazy hot matrix. How does this only have 36,000 views? I think I need to play. Let me try to play the audio. Hold on.
Part of our mission is to create a space in which culture can be.
Okay, so this is the universal hot crazy matrix. It's everything a young man needs to know about women. I've developed this on my own over 46 years of living on the earth. So this is how it works.
He's drawing a graph.
You have your crazy axis and your hot axis.
Crazy and hot axis, okay.
Hot is, as usual, measured from 0 to 10. We're all familiar with that. Crazy is measured from 4 to 10 because, of course, there's no such thing as a woman who's not at least a 4 crazy. So you got 4 to 10. This is your hot crazy line right here. Very important that you keep in mind where the hot crazy line is. As a rule, this is your no-go zone. We do not hang around and date and marry women who are not, at least in our mind, a 5. So this is your no-go zone. You don't go here. We just rule this out. Life is better this way. That's the way it is. All right. Above a 5 and to about an 8 and below the crazy line, this is your fun zone. You can hang out here and meet these girls and spend time with them. That's your fun zone, but keep in mind when you're in the fun zone, you want to move out of the fun zone to a more permanent location. Okay? So that's the fun zone above a 5, hot, below an 8, hot, and below the crazy line. This means these are most of the time not crazy. Okay? Above the danger zone, above the crazy line, we have the danger zone. This is your redheads, your strippers, anyone named Tiffany. This is hairdressers. This is where your car gets keyed. You get a bunny in the pot. Your tires get slashed, and you wind up in jail. Now that we have some of the chart filled in, we got a couple more pieces to put in. But at this point, understand something. This is not a static environment. This is a situation where you have got to use this matrix over time to develop some reliable data. It's like a dope chart, okay? Because at any moment in time, any woman that you have previously located on this chart can vanish from that location and appear anywhere else on the chart. So what you have to do is over time collect some data. And once you have a cluster of data points, you can begin to consider that reliable. Now, moving on.
This guy's 46.
This zone here, this is below the crazy line, above an 8 hot, but still, about a 7 crazy. This is your date zone.
Okay, this is kind of long.
You can stay in the date zone indefinitely. These are women that you introduce to your friends.
Okay, I'm just going to end. I feel like that was how many minutes? Like 3 minutes of audio. Do you guys want me to keep going? It's like 2 minutes longer. Basically, there's a crazy axis and a hot axis, and there's like different zones. So like the more hot, so like the closer you are to so like hot and crazy are on both axes. So like you want a girl that's above wait, what was the no zone? Below a 5? Yeah, the no zone or the danger zone. I don't know. It's funny. Go look. Shout out this guy. Let me say his name. This is Roger Jacobs on YouTube. He literally has like 1.8 thousand, like less than 2,000 subscribers. Yeah, top comment. This should have more views. I should share this. This is probably going to piss off the women more. Like, I just think it's funny as shit. I think it's also true. Like, this, you could do the same thing for guys. Hot versus, like, the hot crazy or, like, the hot boring. I don't know. Yeah, why doesn't this should have, like, multiple millions of views. So, again, type in the hot crazy matrix or Look up Roger Jacobs on YouTube. Why was I saying this? See, I forgot where I started, or I forgot where I came from. What topic was I on? Oh, let's look at the question thing. Oh, how replaceable I am. Oh, I think I said, oh yeah, I'm hot. I have the hot, funny, smart thing. Hot? No, what did I say? I don't know. I'm a good person. I'm well-rounded. I'm like doing a sales pitch on myself right now and I'm flopping. I don't know. Girls aren't crazy though. Like, I feel like guys say that about, like, okay, girls, we're crazy. But it's like for a good reason. Like, when you're being a fuck up and we clap back and you think that our clap back is crazy, no, you're the fuck up. Like, you're the root cause of the crazy. Like, there's a reason for it. I don't feel like it just goes there. I feel like the crazy that, like, the bad kind of crazy is when you literally, like, you're a girl and you just come up with shit out of thin air and you're looking for attention and you like stirring up drama and you like chaos and you like just, you need attention, and so you do the little you know, and you like pout and you like scream and you, I don't know, that kind of shit is like, that kind of crazy I don't think is like the good I feel like there's a good kind of crazy with girls. I think there is. You need a little bit of it. What did the guy say? There's no girl that's lower than a 4 on the crazy axis. I'm trying to think of like the craziest thing I've done with like because of a guy, or like the craziest outburst I've had. Oh, I hung up his phone once. Yeah. And then I said I didn't. And it was on a call with a girl he was talking to. I think, how did I do it? Oh, he had his AirPods in. Yeah, he had his AirPods in talking to her. And I saw the phone on the table and it was like, like the call was live and he was like walking around with the AirPods. And I just like, I ended it and I acted like I didn't. And that was a terrible, toxic, really, I learned so many lessons from that shit about myself. Like, I literally learned that I literally let so much shit slide in that relationship, and I had zero understanding of boundary setting. I had zero, like, I literally just let everything slide. And again, like what I said before, like, women are like, that's why I was a trash, like, what, I was not being a good strong woman there. I was literally just I was making so many excuses for piss poor behavior. And because when you girls like a guy a lot, they warp and they don't want to lose them, so they kind of let the man just like get away with bullshit and gaslight and shit, like, you know. And not all men are like that. I'm not saying all men are like that. Definitely not saying that. But the manipulators are, the narcissists, yeah. One of the red flags from that was, one of the first red flags I think I noticed was, I don't want to say it. It's going to give away too much. I can't say it. Like, I think, yeah, there's something about when a man is too, like, eager in the beginning and, like, obsessed with you right out of the gate. That's a red flag to me now. It's not normal. Like, that's not, like, it shouldn't be, like, obsession day one. You know, that's a little bit freaky, so. Let's do another question. Saturday, I'm 30 weeks of podcasting, and it took me, I said it yesterday, I was like, it took me until episode 245 to get really sick. Like, yeah, I was not in a good place last night. Again, Jacqueline, shut up about being sick. Nobody cares. How are you doing? How's your weekend going? What are your plans? Are you vaccinated? There's a funny skit, I think, I don't know, it was like about the vaccine. I don't remember where I saw it. Anyways, I just can't wait to shut down the COVID small talk when I get out on the town again. Like, when I can, like, you know, I've got big plans. No. But, like, I'm going to be that person who, as soon as you start saying something along the lines of, like what'd you do during the pandemic, or like how was your 2020, or like how are you doing since the pandemic, like, I'm just gonna be like, hey, what pandemic? Like, what? Like, shut the fuck up. Let's literally talk about the weather. I don't want to talk about COVID or politics or any of that, like, or not politics, but like the vaccine, or yeah. Okay, let's just do another question, Jesus. I'm just sick of talking about it. I'm sick of small talk about COVID. You get it. What's the oldest thing you own? What did I learn? Your nipples are older than your teeth. Wait. My nipples are older than my teeth. Yeah, that's a mindfuck, kind of. Like, your nipples are older than your teeth. But, like, it's not that... I don't know. That was, like, a stupid thing I read on the internet. The oldest thing I own has to be my jewelry. Or I'm looking at this dish. My grandma... My mom, when she came and visited me... she brought me this blue dish thing. It's like a little blue, like it's glass. It's like baby blue. And my grandma messaged me, and I think she said it's 67 years old. So yeah, I have my great grandma's bracelet that she was 103. I don't know if it was old. It's definitely not as old as she is, but like, I'd say my jewelry is the oldest shit I own. Because it's vintage and it's from like old, like my great aunt's jewelry most of my jewelry I wear is from my great aunt, and that stuff's got to be like 50 plus years old, and it's like the best quality. It doesn't ever break, and it's like the earrings are all clip-ons, and they're just, everything is so well made. So yeah, jewelry and this dish. I don't know what's old in my apartment. Maybe my bottle of wine is older than me. That I have 2 of them. I think they're 90. The year I was born, 94. So they're the same age as me. I don't know. Okay, next question. I could do this for literally 5 hours. Who do you feel like you know, even though you've never met them? Oh, definitely people on the internet. Like, all the podcasters I listen to. Like, it's weird how... Oh my god, let's do this. There's a video I saw where someone was like, you're the only real person. Like, because... you know yourself better than anyone else knows you, right? And then how you think of other people, and this is why the video is, the guy was like, everyone around you isn't a real person. You just have a perception of who they are. Everyone is a like, does that make, I don't know, it's a little bit woo for me, but everyone knows themselves the best. Everyone's in their own head with their own thoughts and their own, like, perceptions of the world and the people in it. So no matter how close you are, to your mom and dad and siblings and your dog or whatever, like, they're literally just, your brain has created a perception of them, and that's not even... But then this is why I think there's this major discrepancy in, oh my God, am I going to play this other TikTok that's insane? I could play this other one that's kind of related to this. Like, there are so many understandings between people because you know yourself the best, and then people, they'll misunderstand you and they'll perceive you in a way that doesn't align with how you think of yourself, and then you headbutt and you don't get along. And I feel like we're just like a bunch of people on this planet misunderstanding each other. And I think that's the whole like gist behind, if we could mind read and do this fucking Neuralink type shit, we could understand people's intentions better. That's the thing. And that would solve a lot of issues apparently, but I think it's life. I don't think we're supposed to understand everyone 100% as they know themselves. Let me see though if I can find. Okay, here, I think I can do it without watching the video, but this woman came on a TikTok and said with so much confidence that we're living in a simulation because, and we are the farthest away. We are the simulation the farthest away from source, like from God, from whatever. Like, we're the farthest away from it because what did she say? Let me play it. I think she does such an amazing job explaining. It's a very interesting way of thinking about this life or the simulation theory or whatever. God, it was good. I hope I saved it. Yeah, here it is. It's 1 minute. She's like so confident. This is divine_arcana on TikTok. And I get sucked into this shit sometimes where I'm like, you know what? Kind of makes sense. And I'm open to all ideas and learning about new ways of thinking, right? But it's like, I don't stick to any one thing, or I'm not attached to any one thing, or I don't say this. I don't put my stake in the ground or whatever. Like, I'm not committed to any ideas. Like, I'm just kind of open to all. And the reason for that is because I understand that nobody knows. There's no solid answer on any of this. It's just like a bunch of so let me just play it. Hold on.
All right, let's talk simulation and glitches in the Matrix. I'm going to share my beliefs and what I have been taught by my guides about this divine game we are playing. So indeed, we are in a simulation. Each dimension creates the dimension below it for higher levels of learning. Each dimension is further fractioned off pieces of source, consciousness, God, universe, whatever you like to call it. So we are in the third density. The third density is so far the highest level of learning because we are the furthest away from source consciousness. When we come here, we have amnesia. We forget who we are. We're fractioned off from our higher selves. And our higher selves, because of free will, cannot actually make us do anything like we can in video games. They can only guide us through making us turn our heads a certain way, dropping something, giving us signs, stuff like that to make sure that we're on the right path. The problem is that in this game, we are surrounded by a lot of sick people telling us false truths about this reality. So somehow, through all of this insanity, we have to find our way back home through the karmic...
I had to cut off. It's a lot for me, but it's kind of interesting. Like, we have amnesia. We're so far away from the source, and like, we don't know who we are. It's like this weird journey we're all on in this life, trying to like figure it out or whatever. And I feel like her point was like the simulation's closer to the source. Like, we're in the third density, whatever the fuck that means. But like, the second density simulations and the first density simulations have a better understanding, and they're closer to the source, or like it's kind of like, here's what I would describe. This is how my brain sees or like reinterprets what she just said. I feel like we're on if the entire universe is a map full of densities, first density, second density, where she said we're in the deepest one, the third density. We're in the part of the map that's like no man's land. Like, we're in the desert. We're lost. We're off the trail, and we're yeah, we're like off the grid in the simulation compared to like if we were in the second or the first. I feel like if you're in the first density or whatever she said, I'm just using her terms. To me, that would mean we know what the universe is about. We understand all this. We have a full 100% awareness, and yeah, like we can spell out exactly what's going on here, but we're in the most evolved one where we're like too far gone where we don't get it. And that's why it's kind of crazy how there's so many people, well, collectively I feel like we're all kind of asking similar questions. We're all on this journey of life trying to find answers to why we're all here and what the afterlife is and where we came from. And yeah, to me that's the result of being separated so far from the source, from the root, and that's why I think when people are spiritual and when they're close to God, they feel peace and they feel like centered with this life, because if God is the source or whatever, like she said, then there's like a direct link between you and this third density or whatever, you and this dimension or period of time, and there's like a direct link between you and then the original source, the higher power, and that gives you a peace of mind, a little bit, a better, like you have a better I don't know, like you're more grounded about why we're here if you believe in a higher power or whatever. It's like yeah. So I get it. I get why people get close to God, because it makes you feel good. It makes you feel, yeah, more at ease about this life we're all living. Is that interesting though? There's so many ways of thinking about the universe. I think when I was a kid though, I just assumed it's planets, it's outer space, it goes forever. I didn't really understand what forever was, but the question I always asked, and one of my biggest, nerdiest epiphanies I had, I think I was like 7. I mean, this is when I was I would like take notes out of my like National Geographic Kids magazine in a notebook, and I would like draw like the planets and like the solars. I would like draw like, or star, no, I used to have a telescope and I would draw like constellations and shit. I don't even know what I was doing. I just felt mature. I just felt like, oh, I'm, this is like sophistication, like this is like I'm in college, bitch. And anyways, but one of the biggest epiphanies I had really young was, I think this happened actually in 6th grade. I would talk to my teacher like after class about it. I was like, so if the universe, because like she said something like the universe could fit on the pin of a head, or the head of a pin, or a pen, or a needle, or whatever, and we're that tiny, and then or she's like the tip of your pinky. I know I said this is what I always did. I always held the tip of my pinky and I pinched it for size reference, and I said, so if this is the universe and everything is inside of this, or everything exists inside of this little pinky tip here, I'm like, what's outside of that? And this was the second part. Then I asked, is the universe expanding? Or because to me there's a defined space is defined, or it's not because matter can't be created or destroyed. So I'm like, so I feel like that applies to space and like area or whatever. Like, so if it can't be created or destroyed, I'm like, well, that means we're shrinking. It doesn't mean we're expanding. I think it's the opposite. But the only reason they say it's expanding is because shit's moving apart from each other. I'm like, well, maybe there's a weird loop around or loophole or something we're missing here, because I feel like maybe is it that we're expanding, or what if we're shrinking? because matter wouldn't be, it would be, I don't know. Fuck. This is like a topic for a late night at 2 a.m. with some motherfucking weed. I don't need to be doing this right now on a Saturday morning with coffee and water. Jacqueline, I could go on, like literally I could think forever and never get bored. That's why I podcast 7 days a week. No, like, yeah, I had that epiphany. I'm like, there isn't shit outside of this. It is what it is. And then it's, shrinking. I don't know. Such a mind fuck. And I have been, like, I'm not a flat earther, but like, there's some convincing fucking videos out there. Okay. There are some I'm like, geez, you know, there's some interesting concepts. Oh, the last question I was trying to answer was, who do you feel like you know, even though you've never met them? Yeah, podcast hosts, YouTubers, people on Instagram I follow forever. Donald Trump, I feel like I know him, but I don't know him. You know, like, we all kind of know him. We don't need to meet him. We all know. Like, he is who... I feel like that's an example of a person who... What you see is what you get. There are no surprises. Like, he's not going to be different in person. Well... Maybe, actually, fuck. Well, the media treated, like, the way they portrayed him is so probably different than what he really is. But, like, some of his, like, you know, like his speeches and his mannerisms and his jokes and the shit he says, it's like that. He gets, what you see is what you get. So I think there are people out there like that, I feel like, yeah, you can kind of know without ever meeting them. Like, you feel like you know them. One of my favorite types of people out there, and I strive to do this, I really do, are the people that don't change their personality or their energy or anything about themselves, no matter who they're in front of or meeting or with. Like, they are so themselves that it's like nothing shakes them. Nothing makes them feel or like adjust and like play small or expand or, yeah, like they're just, it's fun to be around those people because they're usually the best personalities and they're not afraid of being like, yeah, themselves and maybe a little bit wacky and shit. Like, those are the funnest people. So, because I catch myself sometimes, especially with like new groups, kind of being a little bit like, yeah, here's the thing, I think that's healthy. I don't think that's a negative. Like, I'm not just like, yo, what's up, bros? Like I don't fucking do that. Like, I bro out a little bit here, I think, on the show. Like, I get kind of, yeah, like bro-y and like chill on here or whatever. I am super relaxed, but like, I don't just like walk up to, I'm not like at the party just like, hey, what's up? Like, what's your name? Oh, that's cool. What the fuck's going on with your shirt? That looks retarded. Like, I don't like act like that, you know? I'm more like spunky and like, you know, upbeat and just like a little more reserved. Yeah, oh my God. Yeah, that's one of the things about me that, like, me in person versus me on the show is like, I'm way more reserved. I don't just like tell everything. I don't, just because I'm emotionally available to all you guys here on the show and saying it all doesn't mean when I'm out in public or I'm at parties or I'm with people that I'm like telling them my life story, like right out of the gates. Like, I'm pretty reserved. And what's kind of fucked up or like weird to think about is how many people, like, I wonder like what the Rogans of the world would say about this, where people, because they listen to you every day, people feel like they know you, and then and like so many people feel like they know you. So then when you encounter these people, when you first meet them, what's that like when you're like the one that they know everything about, and then nothing's a surprise. They're just like, they already feel like they get you. Like, I don't know what that's, and I feel like there's something to be said. I feel like, does anyone talk about this? I'm not allowed to say I feel like again on this episode. I feel like. So because of Instagram and like stalking people's profiles and shit and like watching people's stories and like keeping up with other people's lives, like it's such a mind fuck sometimes when you see people in person and you're like, I don't know you, but I know everything about you because I'm like internet friends with you. Or you like see people tagged in a picture, you see their profile, you like know of them, you kind of like know their vibe and like what they're like online, and then you see them in person and it's like, whoa, that's such a mind fuck. And I feel like it never gets better, or like it never gets less weird, because your brain's doing this weird processing thing where you're like, I recognize this face, I recognize this person in this room, but just from like the internet, just from like your shit on Instagram, like that's the only reason my brain knows you, but I don't even know, I've literally never shook your hand. That's such a mind fuck. Does anyone know what I mean though? Or like sometimes, like whenever I was in like when I used to go up to LA, I would see people from the internet. I'd like be in Erewhon and shit, and I'd be like, oh, that's an influencer I fucking follow or whatever. Like you see people, it's such a, I don't know what it is. I don't know if I like it. I think it's just the world now, but I don't know. Should I keep going? Should we make this a 2-hour podcast? I'm getting text messages. It's kind of a chill episode. I feel like I feel like, first of all, I feel like I'm not allowed to say that, and then I think I'm annoying being every 5 minutes like, it's a chill episode, we're just hanging out on a Saturday morning. Let's do another question. Again, I could just keep doing these forever. I never get bored of this. Oh, what seemed normal in your family when you were growing up but seems weird now? Ooh, getting spanked. I feel like that's now parents that spank their kids are like, spanking is canceled, hitting your kids is canceled. Something normal that we used to do that seems weird now. I feel like there's a lot of shit. I can't think of anything though. Oh, like going to the VHS, like going to the movie store, going to Video Depot in Burlington, Washington, and picking out, like we each could pick out a VHS, like a movie. Us three, like the three of us kids would do that, and then we go to Papa Murphy's and get a pizza. But like the act of going into a video store, like a Blockbuster, and browsing the aisles and like finding a movie, and then fighting on the way home in the car like which movie we're gonna watch, and then going home and putting on our PJs and like laying down in the living room all together and like watching, like putting in the VHS and like playing it and going through the previews and like fast forwarding through like that seems so weird now, because now it's just like, oh, you sit down and you stream and it's a different experience. It's not like you have to go out to get the movie anymore, which, excuse me, there's something there, or something that's everything's convenient now. Everything's at the tip of our fingers. Everything's instantaneous and instant gratification, everything, right? But I feel like sometimes I'm like, well, I think it's healthy, and this is why I think people need to get back into the workplace and like go to the office. I think it's healthy to go out and about in this world and like walk around your communities, go into your local stores. Like that Video Depot store was like a local mom and pop shop, like it wasn't a chain. Like I feel like that's good, and that's a good life, versus like everything being dropped off at your door or like everything being streamable now. And like it's one of those things where it's like, well, it's a trade-off. Like you get the convenience of everything at your fingertips, so you don't have to take time, like maybe that saves you more time with your kids or whatever, or I don't know. The trade-off is, well, you don't, I don't know, like you're less plugged into your community and you're less, like, it's so weird. I think that could be one of my new goals, to like I need to like walk into new stores and like new local places and just like feel like I live here more than just like working from home and going to Trader Joe's, my local coffee shop, and just like calling it good. I don't really explore and I don't really shop around and like walk. Like I need to walk into a furniture store where every fucking couch is more than $10,000 and everything's expensive. Like I just need to walk in and appreciate that this is a local business that is 5 minutes from my doorstep, and I want to know these owners. I want to know these people. Like I want to know their story. Like I want to know how long it's been there. Like go to my local jewelry store. Like that kind of shit. I think my life I would feel more connected to my community if I did that. And that's, I think, a piece of my life that's, yeah, I'd say it's missing. But I've allowed it to happen because I'm adjusting to the new normals and the new realities of the digital world and shopping for everything online. And, it's one of, so I said that could be a new goal, but I do realize that just like doing a podcast and committing to it 7 days a week, I would have to mentally check off like a 3-month patch of my life, or like a 2-month stretch of shopping, like forcing myself to do those kinds of things where every day I'm like walking out the city, like trying a new coffee shop, walking into a new store, like meeting and greeting and like doing that thing where I'd have to commit myself to that process for like a chunk of time, because it's not something I'm just gonna like, I could casually do it like once a week, I guess. I don't know why I'm like that. I'm like, I just have to do everything extreme and like all at once. I think what I mean by that is if I did it every day for a period of time, that would make me feel, I feel like the repetition and the frequency would make me feel like I'm living in that kind of like past going to the movie store, Video Depot world, where everything I do is like, I got to go out and about, I got to walk around, I got to walk into new stores. If I need a fucking vacuum, I have to walk into the store to buy it. Like if I did that, I'd have to live that lifestyle in a like consecutive way, like every single day I have to live that lifestyle, versus like, yeah, once a week, for it to feel like I'm really reviving that past like life way of living. I romanticize it though. I do romanticize. You guys know I romanticize like European culture and everything being, there's that fucking plaza to walk around and sit. There's a fucking plaza with a fountain and little shops around that everyone kind of excuse me. I don't know. It's like there's a different cadence and rhythm where everyone's walking, everyone's bumping into each other. I guess that's like New York City. Everyone's on foot, and I live in California, and it's not as much as like, even in the city here, there's places like that. Yeah, we have like the Piazza, the fucking Little Italy, like, doesn't quite feel as welcoming or as like close-knit like Europe does, if that makes sense. Because I don't know. Next question. Should I do a fun question on this fun list? I never did that. If you could be in any movie, what would it be? Ooh, if I could be in any movie, what would it be? I'd want to be Helga in Dodgeball. Or no, Bernice. Yeah, I want to be Bernice in Dodgeball. I think I'd make a good Bernice. Is that her name? God damn it, Bernice. Do you guys remember that scene? She had like the unibrow. Wasn't she a tranny? Is that a... Oh my god, is tranny canceled? Can you say tranny? Or she was like a big, what kind of... Dude, should I just look it up? Bernice Dodgeball scene. Oh yeah, she was on steroids. That's right. This is such a great movie. Hi, I'm White Goodman, and here at Globo Gym, we're better than you, and we know it. It's so good. I like those kind of movies. Like, that was a great era of movies. The Dodgeball, like, was that like Juno? That era. Oh, Superbad. It's like middle school. Jacqueline, yeah.
Google Career Certificates
Oh shit, got an ad.
for in-demand jobs.
3, 2, 1, skip ad.
And now, without further ado,
Here we go. Hold on.
beaver tranquilizer. And a low-grade beaver tranquilizer. I'm afraid, by rule, your team must be disqualified.
God damn you, Bernice!
God. Oh wait, that was her crying was so like deep. Wait.
Power vested in me.
Oh, you can't really hear it. She's like, God damn you, Bernice. Yeah, so if I could be in any movie, I'd want to be Bernice in Dodgeball.
We're in the Vegas Open, right? Yeah. That seems pretty simple.
I don't know. That's like the first movie that popped in my head. That's why I said it. But if I could be in any movie, dude, I'd want to be in Ever After. I'd want to be Drew Barrymore's character in Ever After. God, that's such a good movie. Oh my god, the theme song Ever After. I gotta hear it again. Ever After theme song. Isn't oh, what's her name? One of my favorite actresses. Ever After cast. She looks like Cher, but it's not Cher. Ever After cast. Tilda? No, not Tilda. Fuck, I'm gonna say it. Angelica Houston. Yes. My favorite Angelica Houston role was in Ever After. She was so... I gotta watch that movie. Let's play the theme song. Oh, it's so good. That's another movie, like... The other day, I had to... I think I don't know if it was a Q&A, but I had to answer I had to answer like my favorite rom-com, and I answered The Wedding Singer purely because I watched it so many times growing up. But Ever After is another one of those. It's not really a rom-com, it's like a romance movie or whatever. This one we watched all the time, but I have to hear the song because like certain songs, like fucking the Air Bud theme song. Wait, how does it go? Fuck, it's so good. That makes you cry. The Air Bud theme song, and then the Ever After music is like, I hear it and I'm like, this is my childhood. Okay, wait, gotta play it. Planet Fitness commercial. God damn it. 3, 2, 1, skip. Here we go. What? We gotta get to the good part. God damn it. I'm gonna cry. That made me like emotional. I'm like, oh my god. Like that was like a flashback to watching that movie. It was so good. I love Drew Barrymore. Oh my god, she's literally in The Wedding Singer and this. So she was in all of my favorite movies growing up, but God, it's so good. Let me look up. Yeah, Angelica Houston was so good in it. Ever After movie. When was it? released? I forget the 98. Oh my god, it's so good. Let me look at the images. Oh, the dresses. And the fucking wings she wore. And I feel like she was so, in the movie, Drew Barrymore's character was like, yeah, she was like Cinderella. I think that's the fucking gist of this movie. Wait a minute. Yeah, because of the shoe. Yeah, I think it's just like but she was so neglected and treated so terribly. And I remember her back, like at one point, she got like whipped by that Angelica Houston character, I think. I don't know. They were so mean to her. And then she was so sweet and deserved this prince. And the outfits, I gotta watch. This is one of those movies. Is Ever After on Netflix? Ever After Netflix? Question mark? No. I don't know. Maybe watch Ever After on Prime. Oh, it's on Prime. Damn, I gotta see it again. What was the latest question? Oh, if I could, yeah, I want to be her character in A Cinderella Story. Or fucking Ever After. It's Ever After, A Cinderella Story. It's funny how, though, when I was a kid, I didn't put that together in my head. That it's basically the same story. It's just like real people. Oh, the best scene is when she's on her back in the water. She's like floating in this beautiful dress in a lake. And she's just like, da-na, the music's playing. Da-na-na-na. And then I think the prince guy shows up and like she freaks out and like starts throwing apples at him. And it's so good. I gotta watch it. Okay. I think I should end this. How long was this episode? I gotta end it, guys. I gotta do it. Saturday morning podcast, like 2 hours, I think. I don't know. This might be one of the longest in a while. But that wraps up Q&A number 30. Thanks for hanging out. I'm doing better. I feel okay. I'm probably gonna stream that movie today. And just chill. Usually Saturday's I relax all Saturday usually and just let myself hang out. And so yeah, those are my plans. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'm here 7 days a week. And if you want to support the show, support my podcasting passion, go over to patreon.com/TJMS and go subscribe. Go check it out. It's $5 a month. I'll shout you out once a week and you'll get access to my like behind the scenes content that's like not anywhere else. If that entices you, if that sounds interesting to you. Honestly, year one, I'm going to just say this, is not all about promoting the show, making it a thing. Like if it's there, it's available to you if you want to subscribe, but I feel like I'm going to put a lot of muscle into the promotion of it year two. So I always feel awkward when I plug Patreon. I'm like, I don't know if I'm there yet, but I have one if you want to support the show and subscribe. I have like 8 of you, so that's cool. All right, happy Saturday. Hope you had a great day. And yeah, that's it. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Okay, bye.